Talking a little bit about business here in Macomb County, because in Macomb County, we mean business. This guy next to me, he kind of grew up in that arena here in Macomb County. He was actually the director of planning, and bringing on Vicki Rowinski, who's doing an amazing job. And again, the connectivity with all of our local partners, the connectivity at the state level, and even the federal level. I'm going to tell you, I don't believe there's a planning department around the entire state that does the work that they do. But we just want to make sure people understand that whether you're a business or somebody who's looking to bring a business to Macomb County, we're there to support you and we're there to help you.
Mark, economic development is a partnership-driven enterprise, and that's the approach that we've been taking in that arena for over 15 years now. It is a vast network of major corporations and mom-and-pop shops that are a part of our local communities, and it is fantastic to see the journey that we've taken over the past 15 years, starting off with a $33 billion economy, and today now having a $56 billion economy. And the fascinating thing about that trajectory and that $24 billion worth of growth in just 15 years, it's not driven by one industry. It literally permeates through all of our 27 communities that make Macomb their home. But I think most importantly is illustrating the opportunity with jobs and figuring out where industry is headed next and how they keep Macomb their home too.
And interesting enough, we understand Macomb County is part of the region. We got Wayne, Oakland, even St. Clair to some extent. We incorporate that into our regional partners. We try to make sure that we don't so much just kind of compete with one another, although there is a bit of competition there for businesses. But we realize the importance of coming together as a region because we got to compete with other regions around the globe. And so we try to make sure that the advancements we see impact each and every one of us, not just specifically Macomb County.
Mark, there used to be this narrative, us versus them. We got a facility, they lost a facility. I think we've broken down a lot of those barriers because what we've understand through the data, the analytics, and the science behind economic development, it's finding the right site for the right facility for the right employees. This has really been a part of the way that Vicki and the entire team in planning have really approached it through those data and analytics. And as you said, bringing in a lot of those partners, that whether it's at the regional level with the Detroit Regional Chamber and the Detroit Regional Partnership, working with the MEDC at the state level, and understanding how our priorities here in Macomb County are part of priorities of the State Economic Development Agency, and we ensure companies are at the table, whether it's seeking incentives, getting additional support, training dollars for employees and things in that magnitude. And I think most importantly, Mark, too, is understanding how all of the assets that we have are a part of the cutting edge of where industry is going next. Because while we have a legacy in automotive and how we have a legacy in defense, it's fascinating to see how that's put us at the forefront of robotics, mechatronics, AI, all these things that's leading to a digital transformation in the way that manufacturing is done, but also the impact that it's having all the way down the supply chain too in Macomb County.
Yeah, and understand this, when it comes to the connectivity we have with all of our local partners, we're fortunate to have the chambers here in Macomb County. It's a chamber alliance that I don't think you're going to see in other counties. They work together, again, try to support one another, but also the partnerships we have with the 27 unique, distinct municipalities that make up Macomb County.
Each of the 27 communities in Macomb County have their own planning commissions, boards, and commissions that approve these projects unilaterally, and that's established by state statute. We're a support agency and organization. We're going to bring resources to the table. We're going to convene all parties. We're going to try to figure out what the best fit is and empower the locals to make the most informed decision about the future of development and industry throughout our county. And never are we going to force the conversation, but most importantly, we're engaged, we're invested, and I think the most helpful thing is they're never going to see an invoice from us.
And so basically, whether it's a business or the locals, we're your business partner. That's kind of how you should look at our planning department to understand that we're here to support them. So if you're looking for more information because you want to make Macomb your home, either as a resident or if you're looking to make Macomb your home as a business, please go to macombgov.org, look up our planning department. And if you're looking for something to do within our community, again, go to makeMacombYourHome.com and see what might be available for you to enjoy in and around our community.